Hi everybody, welcome to episode 44 of Around the Twist. It's June 16th, 2010, and I've got stuff on and off the needles, so why don't we jump right in. I'm actually recording, as you can see, it's light outside. I'm recording a little bit earlier in the day. My sleep schedule got all screwed around from being up at Estes, so we're just kind of, and evidently it's not a good thing to record during the day because BB sees people outside. Sorry for the barking. On the needles, the fling socks. Okay, remember I had the first one done. Done. Second one, I'm actually, let me fold it a different way for you here. Probably, I'm most of the way out the foot there. It's like once I turned the heel and got past the gusset, the things just seeming to fly. Well, that and I finished another thing that I will tell you about in a bit. This is the Socks That Rock Lightweight in the ST1 colorway that I'm knitting up on US 2's 2.25 millimeter needles in the Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern that I love. It's so wonderful and mindless, but enough pattern that you don't go absolutely bored out of your gourd trying to knit it. By Erica Luter. It is a free pattern on Ravelry and on her blog. But yeah, working my way out the foot. Those should be done probably by the end of the weekend. I have to work this next weekend, so hopefully I can finish those over the weekend and have another FO to show you next week. Dishcloths for the neighbors. My other things, I have to dig them out here. There's my pile. I got a fifth one done. They're coming along. This is going to take a while. I'm not planning on giving them to them till Christmas, so I'm not being forced on how fast I knit those. I'm knitting these out of the Peaches and Cream cotton in ecru. They can get on cones. Obviously this cone is almost gone, but can get them on cones. I got mine at Walmart. I don't know if, oh gosh, probably a couple of years ago when they were on sale for like $5 or $6 a cone. I think they're up to $7.50 a cone, but that's still not bad because I can get like 11 or 12 dishcloths out of a cone. I had partially used this cone already for a shopping bag, which I never use. It's holding other stuff in my fiber closet. So I might be able to get a sixth one out of this. We'll see. But those are coming along. Those I just kind of knit on here and there, you know, when I feel like it. And those are on my lovely Susan Bates acrylic US 8s, 5 millimeter needles. The pattern, you know, I don't know where I got this pattern from. My mom gave it to me. It's the one she's used for years. She calls it World's Greatest Dishcloth. There's 3 sizes to it, and I knit up to the medium size on the size 8s. I know Mom, I think, knits the large size on size 10s, and hers are still about the same size that mine are, maybe slightly smaller. But yeah, that's all that I have on the needles. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring it up, but I had taken my big bag of sock yarn scraps. Like when I get done knitting and I have all the leftover, the ball of leftover sock yarn, I stick it in a big gallon Ziploc bag, and I'm doing that crocheted hexagon blankie that's interminable, never-ending crochet hexagons, and I just kind of here and there knit, do a few hexagons. I'll finish off one ball and then move on to the next one. And I hadn't done that for a while, and I finished. What were the last socks I finished? Sorry, let me look back at my show notes. Oh, the Glynis socks. Yeah. The Glynis socks and the Vesper socks from Spring Fling. And I went to take those 2 balls of yarn and shove them in the bag, and the bag's kind of full. So I started, while I was up at Estes, I dug out the crochet hook and the little hexagon pattern and sort of went to town, and I probably did about 20 more of them, but they're sitting downstairs and I forgot them. Gone. This is what I get for getting up early. I only have 1 cup of coffee in me. I've been awake for 3 hours. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon, so normal daylight hours I'm up. But, oh well. So you don't get to see the hexagons, but you've seen them before. Just imagine a stack about yay tall of a bunch of little things about that big. Okay? I'm so specific here. Something I don't have on the needles yet is my Eunice socks. Now, I know there are people on the knit along that are showing me up with this because, okay, the Eunice socks by Cookie A out of her Sock Innovation book. Yes, there is errata, so if you're going to knit along with me, make sure you go to the Interweave site and check for errata. I know I said I was going to start these up at Estes. The shipwreck shawl sucked out my soul, and I was trying to finish that frantically before Saturday, and yeah, that didn't happen. So I didn't, see, I even had Mom wind the yarn for me, but I didn't get to that, but I will. I will. Probably tonight or tomorrow I'll probably be casting this on. This is going to be, those are going to be done in the Volmise 100% in the We're Different version of the Pesto colorway. So the pretty green, it's got a slight little variation to it, but not bad. Using my signature double points, probably the red ones, the 2s, the 2.75 millimeter needles, which will be going up half a size or a size. I can't remember what the Eunice calls for, but I am going up a size. I know people are kicking my butt with finishing this, but I'm going to take my time. It's going to be nice and slow and no rush. That's the beauty of this knit along, is that there is no deadline. I love that. I can go as fast or as slow as I want and not feel like I'm behind. Although y'all are making me feel kind of guilty by going so fast through this. I didn't hold my wheel up here because I'm going to be leaving for my Stitch and Bitch down at Whole Foods before too long. But I'm still spinning on the Crown Mountain Farms Superwash Merino, a vintage colorway. Vintage. It's like 4 years old, but it's not offered on the website anymore. An old colorway called Blue Suede Shoes. That's the tealy aquamarine blues and whites and pretties. That's going to be another 3-ply sock yarn. I split the 8-ounce bump with my friend Kara, and stinker, she's already beating me spinning through it, but I'm still in the first third of it. She's probably done with the second third by now. I just saw her last night and she was spinning away on that. She's kicking my butt, but I'm spinning up at the 27.5:1 ratio on my B, which, by the way, my B wheel, it still needs a name. If anyone has any suggestions, please, I don't know. My Lendrum, just the Grace, I named it after a little girl that a former pastor's daughter who would, I know, before they moved away, I know she would have just been fascinated by the spinning wheel. But my bee still needs a name, and I don't know what to call it. So suggestions are welcome and appreciated. And, you know, it's a little early. It's like, we're like at the 8-minute mark, but I think we're going to stop this segment right here because I have my FO of the week to show you, and I've got a lot to say about that. So 2 minutes is not enough. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.